If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you say so.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Coffee and a Conversation. Brian Hagberg with you here on Your Daily Local. And joined this week, we're just about right around the corner, 94th Annual Warren County Fair. Warren County Fair Board President Dale Bliss taking some time out. I know you guys are busy with preparation, so appreciate you taking the time. But Dale, we just did a little wrap around the fairgrounds, and 94th Annual Warren County Fair has some new things going on this year. Especially within infrastructure and some of the structures themselves.
No, we're excited, and people that come to our fair can expect more of the same and better.
Yes.
We try to one-up it every year, and this year I'm thinking we're going to knock it out of the park, so we want to make sure everybody comes. But you are right. We added to our infrastructure. All of our we support agriculture, as you know. Yeah. So we've got all the roofs on the barns replaced this year. Most of the barns have been painted this year. I think the public will notice the improvements. And we've also added to our vending infrastructure as well. So over by what we call the Band-Aid barn, but it's the EMS building, the place you go in case you need help.
If you need a Band-Aid.
Absolutely. We added a road that will be a walkway from the vendor area to the carnival. So what will be nice is people will have a second option to go get food or whatever they want to see. There's going to be a big grounds attraction down there that we hope that people enjoy, and so on. And the nice thing, anybody that comes Friday or Saturday at fair knows it's packed in here. We'll do between 15 and 16,000 people that day. So whenever you have an alternate route, it's a good thing. So that was part of the planning for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything you can do to kind of alleviate those bottlenecks and congestion spots, sure. And like I said, before we started recording here, we took a little tour around, and the new road and pathway there is nice, fresh gravel and everything, and nice and smooth. And I think people are going to enjoy that, having that additional route, like you said, to get to and from the carnival and the restrooms and the EMS station, whatever they need to get over there.
We're expecting big things, and anybody that comes to our fair, Brian, and you know this. Our fair is set up in such a way that there's no bad places to be, and there's something around every corner. So we want you to come and explore.
Yeah. Well, and there's something for everybody. I mean, there really is something for everybody. And, I mentioned we just had last week's episode was a phone conversation with William E. Golden of the Oak Ridge Boys, and they'll be here on Tuesday night.
Yep.
And then recording this on Wednesday, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to have a video interview with Alex Miller, who's going to be here on Wednesday night. So you go from one of the oldest country music acts, touring the country, to one of the youngest back-to-back nights, and really kind of getting that, generational gap there.
It's interesting how it works, and that used to be my job years ago, was booking the entertainment and all that. But it's interesting because you have to kind of vie for these acts. Yeah. It's you have to be able to offer them what they need, all that thing. 35 years ago, the Oaks were here and performed, and that was part of the reason that we were able to get them back on their fair well tour, is because they were familiar with us and how we do things. And we're very excited to offer that demographic, that type of show. For those of you who don't know, just YouTube the Oaks, and you'll hear Elvira and those other songs like that. But for a certain demographic, Brian, that'll be a huge show for them that we haven't provided in a long time. And then you mentioned Alex Miller. So we're very happy to get Alex as well. At the state convention in Hershey in January, we had the privilege of watching Alex put on a show. And for anybody, he's an all ages thing.
Yeah.
All ages. So if your grandpa loves country music and likes that, it's almost like a hee-haw type humor.
Yes.
That he mixes in. You know, like when somebody talks and the adults get it, but the kids don't. He has that, and it's just awesome. We look forward to it. Then on Saturday, we want your kids to come down here for the Little Mermen because they do. It's an authorized Disney tribute, which means they perform at Disney World. And I know that you are familiar with theater and how good people sing. They have understudies in this band. They're so good.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to sing all those songs that you and your kids know. You've probably watched them 1,000 times.
Yeah, I got 3 girls under the age of 13. I've probably seen them all.
And for the first couple hundred that come on Saturday, Mike got little Mickey Mouse ears for everybody.
Oh, fantastic.
So bring your kids down here. Again, the concerts at KeyBank Pavilion are all free. You don't pay them after your gate admission. So we're glad to be able to still offer that.
Yeah, and I know, talking with Mike and with Cody Elms, who, a lot of people familiar, he's my broadcast partner, and that's right around the corner.
He's also been on Entertainment here for about 10 years.
And so he was very excited when he heard that I was talking to William Lee and to Alex, and he said, "Man, you got to bring your kids out for the Little Mermen.
100%.
They're going to be fantastic." So, and 94 years, but like you said, it's every year you get bigger and better, and you bring new things. And what goes into the planning process? And how often do you go back and say, "Hey, it's been 35 years since we've had the Oaks. Let's get them back here."
Brian, as you know, there's a lot that goes into it. And for 94 years, we've been very fortunate to have a mission. I mean, our support, everything that we do here is to support youth in agriculture. We want to see kids at their best. Yeah. We want to provide Warren County a place to come at a very affordable cost to celebrate our area.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the mission. And then everything that we do kind of accents it. So when we are able to go out and we have teams, like the Warren County Fair works well, we have 21 directors. We have an executive board, and then all that filters down into committees, and they're all awesome. Volunteer people.
Yeah. Stress volunteer, right?
Yep, volunteers. And they, we have entertainment and barns and the cafe. You probably saw posts lately. We're still looking for people to work in there. Yes, you're going to work.
I am. Yeah, I'll be here Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'll be down in the cafe. My understanding is I'll be running the cash register. So stop on by, come say hi, get some good food. We'll have a little chat and
get your dollar bill signed by Brian Hanford. No doubt about it. But we appreciate it. But it's based on volunteers, and we're so fortunate, even though we're still looking for some help.
Sure.
We still are just blessed with people that want to come down and help for the better part of a week.
Yeah. Well, and so many of the long-standing vendor booths. I mean, the potato wagon comes to mind, and funnel cakes and all that. So many of those are long-standing tradition. I mean, those are service organizations that are coming back year after year after year. They get almost permanent structures here.
They do, and there are a few permanent structures for some of those people, like Lander Fire Hall and the Zemzemers.
Yeah.
Also, Stanley Hose Company is a big one that's been here for many years. But we're going to have some new stuff this year too. Yeah. We're excited. The fellow that owns the Liberty Street Cafe has a booth here now, so he'll be bringing a little bit of that flavor to our fair. The Youngsville Instrumental Boosters booth also sold to an individual that's going to be bringing something different. And down the new vendor row that I talked about, there will be some different foods that we have available this year.
You got to have some new. You got new space. You got to have some new.
Absolutely.
Right? Yep. And as we're coming through, we saw some of the attractions have already arrived for the Midway Carnival, and you confirmed that the Beast is back. That was very popular last year, and a lot of folks waiting in line to get on that one. But have you heard any new attractions this year?
Oh yeah, so they did buy another ride, and you gotta understand that a lot of these rides are $1 million.
Oh yeah.
They come in, so it's neat whenever they can add to their arsenal. So we'll have their full complement. Penn Valley shows we're talking about, and we're one of the only sites that they go to where they bring everything.
Yeah.
So what's going to be neat this year is they're coming from the Ridgeway Firemen's Fund. We have a limited amount of rides set up there, and you can see on our grounds they brought some up already. But they're going to have their full complement, and they're interviewing Penn Valley Shows is to participate in the Bloomsburg Fair, which is arguably between them and York, the State Fair of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting their setup to be just awesome.
Now, you got to put your best foot forward.
No
right?
doubt.
Yeah.
And I told you, once they have it awesome like that, then I can hold them to it for
Right,
years.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
we're hoping so.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, my goodness, my kids already are just my middle child the other day. Hey, it's August this week. That means the fair starts on Friday. And I said, well, kind of. Not quite on Friday. You got to wait till Monday. Obviously, free day, and had the rodeo Monday night, and obviously the
Queens are Monday night.
and free gate admission on Monday, which I think is another spectacular thing.
It is. The only thing you pay for is if you want to go to the rodeo, they'll take care of you at the gate.
Sure.
But the rest of the fairgrounds, the rides are still setting up, but a lot of the food booths are open,
Right.
and you can see a lot of the displays are out on Monday. And that's kind of our gift to Warren County. Come in and check it out. Doesn't cost anything, and then we'll start charging on Tuesday through Saturday.
Right.
And by the reports that I'm seeing, people are just eating up their pre-sale tickets.
Yes.
And that's how you want to do it.
Yeah, got a pair of family 5-packs
Oh,
myself the other day, and lots of places around
Oh, yeah.
town that you can get. I mean, I know Tops and Country Fair and some other. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I know those two off the
I
top
think
of my
there's
head.
like 37 of them. And then
Yeah.
even like in our fair brochure, you can see here, there's a QR code and on our website,
Yeah.
Facebook and all that stuff. So if you want to just purchase tickets that way, you can do that too. Just snap it and take you right there and get them pre-sale. Why not?
WarrenCountyFair.net.
Yep.
Buy your pre-sale tickets, get a little bit of a discount, and come on out to the Warren County Fair. And like I said, I mean, it was kind of apropos. We've got the whole big guide sitting right in front of us, but like you said, there's so much going on, and you mentioned one of the new buildings you just redid right along the Barton Road Gate entrance there. Going to have potentially some new stuff. You've got a whole lot of new benches were donated in. You're going to have those throughout the fairgrounds.
Yeah, and we should say thank you to those folks.
Yeah.
Jamestown Advanced Metals provided 16 of their just beautiful benches.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. You saw them.
I do. Yeah,
So they'll be scattered in front of the pavilion and around, so you'll see those. And then, I want to talk about what we call the Gray Building right now. Since 1972, the Pomona Grange was there. And the Pomona Grange served awesome breakfasts that you could have. And then they had their famous roast beef dinners and the homemade pie that you could get. And after, all these years, they weren't able to continue to do that. So we negotiated with them and them with us, and we purchased that building, the fair did, to not only take care of our fair stuff that we do all year, because, it's funny, the other day, a guy came in, he goes, oh, you guys have been hard at work the last 2 weeks. Now it's 52 weeks.
Right, yeah.
So we meet over there, committee meetings, executive meetings, functions that we do. Our purse bingo will be held in there, and we're going to offer that for rentals throughout the year. But for people coming to the fair, please know that when you pull up through there, you're not going to get breakfast this year.
Right, yeah.
You can get breakfast right next door at the 4-H.
There you go. Yeah. See, and 4-H is another one. It's got to be one of the.
There we go.
Hard at work or in your office.
So we were joking about this because last year when we sat down to do this, we were over at Fort Williams and it was blazing hot like today.
Yes, it is.
We're like, okay, we'll put up with a phone ring to go in the air conditioning. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. as your good buddy JJ Michaels likes to say, this weather is not fat guy friendly.
No doubt about it.
And shout out to JJ for watching. Looking forward to seeing you up at the fair this week as well. And I know you'll be in the booth with him off and on at the Hound booth right outside the Key Bank Pavilion.
Would you believe this is my 30th year there? And you look at it from the same lens because I've been in about the same location-ish. Yeah. And you know what's weird about it? So these little kids that you saw those years ago are now grown up and they have families and they're bringing their kids to the fair. That's probably the best thing about being here.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Well, yeah, and it's that generational thing. I mean, I can remember coming here as a kid, and we came every year, and a lot of stuff on the Midway is significantly different now than it was then. Though they did bring back the Gravitron, I gotta say, I like that.
No,
that's a bit of nostalgia. That
I can tell you a story about that. We better do that off air. No, JJ, we've been working, gearing up for about the last few weeks. and he'll be here, and he has such a great time.
Yes, he does.
And he's got a nice little air conditioner that sits right behind him. So he's a pretty happy guy. But he and I will be here Monday through Friday all day long. So it'll be a good time. I hope you come over and talk with us.
Well, absolutely. I would love to come down and sit and chat with you. And, I know that one of the things we have the media luncheon every Monday, and I'll be here for that as well. And, that's always good because we get a real idea of the amount of time, effort, dollars, energy that's been put in from the time the last firework went off last year until the time the gates open for Monday Free Day this year, and it's always just a list.
It is, and it's we sign up for it, so it's kind of our mission to do that.
Yeah.
But I have to say that we're so lucky to have media partners like you that help spread the word. I've been in advertising for a long time, and still the best advertising that is out there is word of mouth.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
you guys do a fabulous job, and so do our other partners. And I guess on the menu we've got barbecue roast chicken, potato salad, and all the fixings. So it's a good fair meal that we'll be able to partake in on Monday.
Oh, fantastic. See, now I'm looking forward to it already.
Yep.
Well, and it was funny, like, you mentioned people and their memories of the fair and bringing their kids. And I had to chuckle a little bit when I was talking to William Lee from the Oak Ridge Boys. And I said, what do you remember? Yeah, it's been a long time, but what do you remember from the last time you were here? And he said, I'll tell you, we started playing and all of a sudden the skies opened up and it started to rain and, we're ducking for cover and everybody's ducking for cover. He said, and that shower went through, we started playing again. And all of a sudden all the people came back. So I don't know where they went, but they all came back immediately. And I had to laugh because as well as I do the old saying, it's not fair week unless it rains at least once.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to me that, of all the things that he could have said that he remembered, it was, playing in a rainstorm at the Warren County Fair.
Well, this year, no worries. He didn't have any problems with that.
Yeah.
Inside, that's one nice thing about KeyBank Pavilion. If you come for a show, you're not going to get wet.
Yep.
So that's a good time. And the weather looks, the extended forecast looks awesome.
Yes.
Perfect temperatures during the day, and we like it a little chilly at night because that way people eat.
Yes.
And, with the budget that we have here, we have to make a little bit of money.
Sure you do.
Just to pay the bills. That's one thing that we do. We put our money back into the place. It is a nonprofit 501c3. So all that money is used to further support what we do year after year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you couldn't go repaint all the barn buildings. You couldn't put new roofs on those buildings. But if you didn't put all of that money back in and use it to make the fair bigger and better.
And Brian, economics is a thing. We've seen this in our daily life since COVID.
Right. Yeah.
And back then, we were considering a rate change at that time because fuel costs more, electric costs more, food for the cafe costs more. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the speech, right? You go to the grocery store to buy lettuce, and it's different now than it was then.
Absolutely.
So over the years, we've tried to keep that price just as absolutely as low as we could, and we eat a lot of it because we'd rather have people come. This year we did have to raise our rate, but we still feel like it's a tremendous value considering when you can come in and when you can leave. Yeah. It used to be when you'd come over and sit with us, you could go buy a sausage sandwich for about $6-8. Yeah. Now it's $12 to $15.
Yeah, it is.
So we're trying our best to provide the same product or better,
right?
And not spread that onto our consumer as much as possible.
Well, yeah, and again, I mentioned I went out and bought a couple family 5-packs, and I believe they were $45 each. And, but when you put it in perspective, right? For my family to go say watch a movie in a movie theater somewhere, that's admission for a 2, maybe 2.5 hour show, and that doesn't include concessions or anything like that. Whereas these tickets, we would walk in the door at 10 a.m. and stay until 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, and get a variety of entertainment, of food, of learning experiences with the agriculture, some of the shows that we have. Go see a concert in the KeyBank Pavilion. Go ride some rides. It just the value for the cost, I don't think can be matched.
No, and we're cognizant of that, and I appreciate you saying that. But we compare our prices to other Zone 1 fairs in the region as far as what we offer, but also like when you go to some concerts, you're paying.
Yeah.
So we try to keep that at a very low rate. When you go to, other venues that aren't like ours, you're paying a lot more.
Yeah.
We're still trying to keep that affordable for the family, because for a lot of folks, and I, for many years, was included in this.
Oh, yeah.
For this week of the year, it's Disneyland for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So for a real reasonable rate, you can come down here every day if you want to, and not touch one single solitary one-day ticket for Disneyland.
Right. Oh,
So that's what we're trying to achieve.
And this year you get a little taste of Disneyland.
Oh, you will. Absolutely. Yep.
And that, that kind of, you were mentioning you've got the campsites here and they're all full, and you have a waiting list, to get on. And I think, again, that's just another one of those things that, like you said, speaks volumes to what this fair means to so many people in the area.
Yeah, it's our community. It's we have a great fair board that's long and storied, with great people that have been on it, that were great savers of money. I mean, they're awesome about setting us up. And kind of the group that we have now is looking forward to doing that for the next group that comes in. But our community is what really makes the Warren County Fair what it is. I travel and talk to a lot of fairs, a lot of places. There's 106 of them in the Commonwealth, and very few of them have the community support and volunteer support that we have. So we're blessed and very thankful. It's something we do not take for granted.
No. And I think, I'm in my travels for, around this region of the state, often we'll pass a lot of different fairgrounds throughout the region. I don't always give them a look. Oh, how's that? Would that look better here? What would the Warren County Fair look like compared to that? And it always feels to me as though, we've got some of the more immaculate fairgrounds in the region.
Well, we try.
Yeah.
Part of kind of our allure is that we are clean and sanitary, and you see fresh cut grass and flowers.
Mm-hmm.
We try to be as inviting for families as possible. And we still like to think we're one of those places that if you come with your kids and something happens and your kid walks a few steps away, you don't have to worry about it too much, because everybody's watching everybody. Yeah. And then, of course, we have security hired in the sheriff's office here. So in the event that you lose a kid, and that happens once in a while, or sometimes they lose parents.
Right. Well,
they're found very quickly. Yeah. And we want you to come here and not worry about those type of things for 1 week.
Well, and I think, we were talking about some of the new infrastructure and the roads and the pathways, and that will help alleviate some of those. Because I know, trying to walk through, some of the vendor areas last year, they're very, very packed with people. And that's where it's easy to get separated from somebody. Mm-hmm. And again, having that kind of another avenue for people to go alleviates some of that congestion, makes it easier to keep.
Yep.
So, again, I mean, all of these things that you guys are doing out here, I think, just enhance what it is when you come to the fair, to make the experience that much better. I mean, not that it was ever not great.
No, but we appreciate it. Yeah. And what the goal is to have Warren and the surrounding areas come and appreciate it. Yeah. It's a big welcome home for a lot of people. And for tourism, we bring in people from out of the state. There's all kinds of folks that come in. Some things that are interesting for kids, come and see the goats. There's 98 of them this year. We have 80 draft horses registered. Oh, wow. And you'll go long and far before you'll find another fair with 80 of them.
Yeah.
So there's things to be proud of, and we want you to come in and enjoy it. Mm-hmm. We're hoping for great weather.
Yes.
And nothing but smiles.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, again, just kind of driving quickly through the barn area, and you can tell they just put some fresh wood chips down, and that smell of fresh cut wood, and you just, it takes you right back to, some of those memories that you have walking through and seeing, some of the show animals. And, you mentioned the goats and the draft horses, and, of course, the steers and rabbits. And
I will tell you, there are other smells once in a while.
Well, yeah.
But we try our best to keep them at a minimum.
Yeah. Well,
thanks to our manure crew.
Yes. Which, again, another one of those kind of unsung crews that if you didn't have, really would dampen the fair experience.
100%. We kind of hope that every day, like if you come on Tuesday and you come back Wednesday, you hope you see the same fairgrounds you did Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely.
We work at that.
And realistically, you do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't recall ever coming in at a time and going, the It's dirty. There's trash everywhere.
Brian, we have a family that goes out every night after midnight, and they'll police the area and pick up every ounce of garbage that they can find, and a garbage crew that goes around first thing in the morning before the fair opens to make sure that there's new, fresh bags. We want to be a fair that doesn't look shoddy.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned the volunteers on the board and stuff, and if you stop and sit at one of the picnic tables and just eat lunch or whatever for a little bit and kind of be observant, you can see people in the Warren County Fair shirts coming around, and they're checking the garbage bins and looking for trash on the floor. Quite often we'll stop, hey, how you doing? How you enjoying everything? And I mean, you guys really do go all out to make sure people are enjoying themselves.
Yep, it's an effort, and it's a conscious one. Our team believes in that. And also, when you see these great shirts, I mean, they're by design so that the directors are approachable. So if people in the barns or people from the public have any questions, if you see one of these, come and ask. We'll be glad to put you in the right direction.
All right, so I have to ask. I ask you this every year, but I have to ask. You got some new stuff coming. You got some relax coming in. Is there something? One of the new things that you're kind of most looking forward to seeing how it does and how it plays here at the Warren County Fair?
I'm really excited about this new vendor walkway.
Yeah.
I told you when we took a ride. I've been here a long time, and we've never really done anything like that. And it's kind of, we did it for a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see how that helps with our flow and how people enjoy it.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I think, and especially the way, the location of it, because it goes right to that, I guess, bottom row, for lack of a better word, of the carnival. If people are trying to look back, I think where they had the dunk tank with the clown and the jumping pit, right around that corner is where the new road will be. And I know, I mean, it was a grass area and you could walk up it, but now you've got you've got a gravel path, and it's level, and makes it a little more accessible, like if you've got a stroller or something like that. And I think people are really going to enjoy having that.
I hope the community appreciates it, because it's true. Like, there's a lot of things that we have there that are just unmovable. We can't move some of our food buildings and over with the domestic buildings and the fair office and pavilion. But what we can do with our setup is to make things a little different. We want you to go and explore. You're here to have a good time, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, and I would think some of that's a little trial and error too, right?
It is,
because you'll have this new for the first time, and you'll be able to kind of get some feedback and walk it yourselves and say, okay, well, this worked here, but maybe this wasn't the right fit here, and kind of tweak that as you go forward.
Yep, we only get one crack at the bat a year.
Right.
So we try to put our best foot forward, and then we evaluate and go back, and then we implement things that we think will make it better. That's kind of how we do it.
All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you guys are busy. I've been hearing the doorbell as people are coming in and out of the office here today, just a couple of days away from the start of the 94th Warren County Fair. And Dale, again, thank you so much for taking some time with us. And I look forward. We're going to be out here between Cody and myself. We're going to be doing lots of photos and videos and interviews all week long. And like I said, if you come out Tuesday between 11 and 3, you can come see me at the Corn Planter Cafe. I'll be running the register there for you. So please stop by, say hello. We'd love to chat with you while we take your money and give you some food.
Oh, excellent. Thank you for volunteering. That's what it's all about, right?
That's what we're all about. We want to give back to the community just as much as you guys do here at the Warren County Fair, and you do a great job. And,
thank you. So does YDL, by the way.
I hope, 94 years from now, people will think we're even half as good as the Warren County Fair, giving back to the community.
You guys do a great job.
Thank you. So that'll do it for this week's episode of Coffee and a Conversation. And I want to thank Dale Bliss from Warren County Fair for taking some time with us this week. And remind all of you, go get your tickets until Monday, right? Pre-sale tickets are available Monday. You can do that at warrencountyfair.net. There's a lengthy list of locations available. A QR code right on the brochure. So be sure to get your pre-sale tickets for the 94th Annual Warren County Fair. Coming to the Warren County Fairgrounds here August 4th through the 9th. For Dale Bliss, this is Brian Hagberg on Your Daily Local saying thank you so much for watching and enjoy your weekend.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project, and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you say so.